A 2017 Discovery Sport, and recently we've been getting an intermittent dashboard warning saying two-wheel drive only, traction reduced. So I've been doing a bit of research, and it would appear that the most likely cause of this is the Haldex pump, or the pump being clogged. And as our fault was intermittent and it kept fixing itself, I'm thinking that the pump filter is probably blocked, so I'm hoping that a fluid change and a clean out of the filter will fix this. Other manufacturers say that this should be serviced every 20,000 miles, I think, but Land Rover just say it's a seal for life unit and it's not covered on their service plans. So I'm going to change the oil, clean out the gauze, and see if that solves this intermittent issue. So this is what you need to do the job. I got these online from a company called Haldex Repairs. So you need some Haldex oil, correct oil to go in the unit, 2 new O-rings for the pump, a syringe and pipe to assist with the refilling. Okay, so we're under the car, we're at the back of the car near the diff, and the fill plug is there, that plastic plug. I'm just trying to sort the light so you can see it where my finger is there. So it's not like the bolts they sent me, that's the plastic fill plug, and you open it with a coin, so just put a coin in that slot. So I've just loosened this. That's the first job I did, because I don't want to get the oil out of the Haldex and then realise I can't loosen the plug to refill it. So I've cracked that loose, but just put it back in now for now. Then further under here, excuse the dodgy camera angles, but that is the pump. That's the Haldex pump there, and its connector. So the pump's held on with 2 10mm bolts. So one might be a bit tricky to get to because of the exhaust shield. We might have to move that, I'm not sure. And then this is the pump connector, so we'll get that off in a minute as well. Okay, so I've had to take the heat shield. It's held on with 6 nuts. I've had to undo those and just slide it forward to give me access to the pump bolts. The nasty little nuts on the heat shield, the 10mm, but give them plenty of WD-40 because they're the type that rust up. Anyway, that's disconnected now, 6 bolts slid forward out of the way, so now hopefully I can get my tool on the pump bolts. So the pump bolts are out now. I'm hoping you can see that on the camera. I'm just going to waggle the pump out, and I've got my drip tray there because there's going to be a fair bit of oil comes out of this. Okay, so this is the pump. Out it came, and you can see it's covered in contaminants, bits of stuff from the Haldex. This is a car that's done 37,000 miles, and this has never been out before. It's worked quite hard, this car. It tows caravan quite a bit, so the 4x4 system is working regularly. So I'm going to take that, a couple of little Torx screws, take that out and clean it with some brake cleaner. So you can see here, a bit of brake cleaner and a rag, and that's what the filter gauze should look like. So now that's ready to reassemble back onto the pump and go back in the car. So the pump's now ready to go back in the car. I've taken a bit of the special Haldex oil and I've replaced the O-rings, and I've lubricated the O-rings with some of the oil, so hopefully it should slide straight back into the car now. So now the pump is back on, the connector's refitted, so now I'm just going to use the syringe and pump oil into the filler up there until it starts running out. So I managed to get 3 full syringes in before it started running back out again. So that's just over 300 millilitres. So what I'm going to do now, the car's level, I'm going to start the engine and I'm going to just leave it running for about 5-10 minutes, because all the time the engine's running, that Haldex pump is also running, so that will allow it to self-prime and get oil around the pump, and then after that we'll recheck the level by putting some more oil in and seeing if it runs out. Okay, so I ran the car for 5 minutes and then I've switched it off and let the oil level settle. I tried another 100 millilitres and I managed to get about half of that in before it started running out again. I'm just going to leave it to drip out for a little while.